Hi, I'm Desmond Chong, Chief Commissioner of the Singapore Scout Association. Since our last Ask Me Anything video, a lot of you have been writing to me with your questions. We thought we would answer some of this today. I get this question a lot. Under our constitution and rules, the Chief Commissioner is to foster and encourage Scouting in Singapore, to supervise the work of the Commissioners' Council, and to recommend to the Chief Scout the appointment of all Commissioners. And lastly, to carry out any task assigned by the General Assembly or the Scout Council. As the Chief Commissioner, I'm the de facto Chief Executive of the Scout movement in Singapore. I make sure we provide the best possible Scouting experiences for our youth members and support our adult members in their services to our young people. It's basically a pao ka liao job, but I'm fortunate to be supported by a very able team of commissioners, professional staff, and council members. On the contrary to popular belief, I'm actually a volunteer. A lot of people actually think the commissioners are full-time employees of the Singapore Scout Association. We're all volunteers, and our commitment levels must have created this illusion. It would be Tuesday with Maurice by Mitch Albom. I do like Mitch's style of writing, and I've read all his books, but I must admit that I'm a little behind now. I've not read his 2021 book, The Stranger in the Lifeboat. I'm reading Bear Grylls' How to Be a Scout now. I'm a tea person, and definitely teh o kosong for a healthier SG. I'm actually both, but because I stay in an apartment on the 18th floor, it's really tough to have cats. I have 2 dogs at the moment, but they're actually my number 34 and 35. We used to do animal rescue, and for many years were foster parents to abandoned puppies. The Adult Leader 2030 framework is really our adult support strategy. From the feedback gathered during the Your Voice campaign, we know that we needed to strengthen the support structure for our adult leaders. With Adult Leaders 2030, we've revamped our adult members structure. To align ourselves with best practices, we now have 3 key membership tracks: the Leaders of Youth track, the Adult Support track, and the Specialist track. These 3 tracks allow us to better recruit, train, manage, and deploy adult volunteers to support our young people. With the new membership track, we also enhance our adult learning and development framework to create specific learning and development opportunities for skills upgrading and more targeted content for role-specific learning. I'm proud to say that Singapore Scouts is the first National Scout organisation in Asia Pacific to roll out this new Wood Badge framework, which was promulgated by the World Scout Bureau in March 2020. With a refreshed membership structure and learning and development framework, we have also refreshed our awards and recognition framework. This is especially important as we drive home the spirit of volunteerism and the ethos of service. Scouting is really youth-led and adult-supported. To ensure that our young people can have the best possible educational experiences, our adult leaders need to be aligned to the changes that are coming. So we wanted to make sure that we have put those in place before we roll out the changes within the youth program. It's really a continuation of our work to review and refresh our youth program, to make it more fun, exciting, and enriching for our young people. We're also going back to our roots, the mission of Scouting, which is to contribute to the education of young people through a value system based on the Scout Promise and Law, and through Scouting, help build a better world where people are self-fulfilled as individuals and play a constructive role in society. We are making changes to the criteria of our progressive badges to strengthen our core educational experiences, recategorizing our Pursue badges into proficiency and activity badges to drive greater depth in learning and encourage hobbies and interests, and also placing a greater emphasis on community engagement efforts by ensuring that all Scouts will, in some point of their Scouting journey, be able to partake and play a leadership role in community activities. These changes will impact several cohorts and generations of Scouts, so we want to make sure we manage this properly. We will move step by step and make sure the foundation of some of these changes are strong before we move on to the next steps. We're giving our Scouts, our adult leaders, and ourselves time to adjust to these changes. I would say it's during my Patrol Leader training course, PLTC, now known as the Scout Leadership Course or SLC, I had to look after 6 Cub Scouts, including 3 with special needs. This was in Camp Lipingo back in 1994. It was the foundation I needed to develop my leadership skills. I think Scouting in 50 years' time will continue to be exciting, engaging, and fun for our young people. It would also be recognized for its effort to developing well-rounded youth leaders who are also contributing to creating a better world. I hope to do my best to continue delivering on our movement's mission and objectives. I don't think I want to be remembered for anything in particular, except that I've done my part and my best to contribute towards creating a better world. Thank you for all your questions, and I'm sure we'll meet at one of our many Scouting activities in the months ahead.